Yes, hello, welcome into Living Name Sports here for the one season challenge on Football Manager 21. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button for more daily Football Manager content. And if you missed the last episode, go check it out. We played not too badly in it just before our mid-season winter break thing that they have in Germany. Since then, however, it's not been too good. If we go and have a look at our fixtures, the last game we played was against Freiburg, and that 4-1 victory. What a turnaround after going down to 10 men early on. But we've not been so good in the new year. We haven't won a game. We drew 1-1 against Hertha Berlin thanks to a 94th minute equaliser from Zefuk there. That's an important way to make sure you actually say the name properly, because that could have been non-PC there for us. Not very family friendly. But yeah, 1-1 draw in that one. We didn't play very well. What am I going to say? Just, we weren't good. We then played up against Hoffenheim, where we got a 1-1 draw. Again, didn't play particularly well. Nastasic got the goal for us there. We then played up against Frankfurt, where we lost 4-1. And then we played against Cologne in the most recent game and drew 0-0. We had a fairly rotated side in that one because I was not happy with the full strength team basically they played against Frankfurt. So I chucked them away. We played with a backup team and we got a draw against Cologne, which means we're playing up against Bayern Munich today. I'll be honest, the full strength team are going to come back in because I wasn't impressed with that draw either. I say tough start to the calendar year, with 4 games, 3 of them being draws and 1 being a 4-1 defeat. It's not going to get easier today though. We play against Bayern, we play against Werder Bremen as well. 2 tough games. What I will say though is we've made a couple of signings and maybe they've not been too successful. The first player is Javi Martinez, or Javi Martinez. I can't remember if the Spanish or Portuguese way to say the J's is that. But Javi Martinez, obviously former Bayern Munich player, has been there for a few years now. Was hardly playing for them, so we've signed him in on loan. He's now joining Valencia at the end of the season because his contract was up at Bayern. We've signed him as kind of cover at the back as well as in midfield if needed. I'll be honest, so far 6.55 he's not been great. I imagine might not be starting very many games for us, to be honest. And the other player we signed in on loan again, because you know I like using that loan system up, is Lucas Moura from Tottenham Hotspur. Can play on either wing, can also play up front if needed. Remember, we weren't scoring many goals, so I was hoping for maybe Moura could have been our new striker. Has again not been too good. He scored 1 goal for us since joining in on loan from Tottenham, but a 6.5 average rating. Again, he's also not been great. Perhaps not my best transfer window ever on Football Manager. So all those draws and that defeat actually leaves us in 6th position. We've dropped down a few. One of those we obviously conceded a goal in the 94th minute. If we'd won that instead of a draw, we'd obviously be on level points with Frankfurt there. Another one of those draws being a win. We could have been up level with Stuttgart. Like, it's close. I think top 3's possibly out the question. I imagine Leverkusen, Gladbach and Bayern Munich will pull away. But look below us, all the way down to Werder Bremen, who we do play today. 20 points they're on in 15th position. That's just 5 behind us in 6th. It's so tight in this midfield. We're really going to have to try and get into some form. We've been out of form recently and we're still managed to hold on to 6th. So 2 or 3 wins in the trot would be lovely. Except we play against Bayern Munich today, which is a tough game. So if we don't win that one, we'll need to win the one against Werder Bremen. So in terms of injuries, Mark Uth is still injured, as is Vasquez. He's out for another 2 to 5 weeks still. Salif Sane, a very important centre-back for us, has been out injured as well. Hence, Javi Martinez has been playing at the back for us, which means we're almost at full strength, but not quite. So the team we are going to go with today in this very tough game up against Bayern Munich is Farman in goal with Javi Martinez, Stambouli and Nastasic as the centre-backs. William on the right, Mendel on the left. Elneny and Serdar in midfield, as they so often do, performing in there. Trincao playing on the right-hand side for us. Lucas Moura on the left. We'll play Vinicius Jr. up front, and we've changed that from a pressing forward to an advance forward in an attempt to get simply a bit more advanced to try and actually get into a position to score some goals, because we found that our strikers just weren't scoring goals. You can see Fernandes, who had been up front for us all season, 3 goals in the first half of the season. Not really enough for a striker. Most of the goals are coming from the wide positions. So hopefully by changing that from a pressing forward, which is a more defensive mind, I think, as a forward, to a more advanced forward, someone perhaps getting more involved in the actual scoring of goals, maybe that can happen. So we're going to try more on the left and Vinicius Junior up front. If that doesn't work, we might swap them over. There's a lot of versatility in the team at the moment. Very early on in this game against Bayern, less than a minute in, and they've already got a chance here out to Gnabry on the left-hand side. What's he going to do? Gets to the byline. Tries challenging, does William, but it's not very good. And Muller nearly scores a goal inside a minute, but it's a good save from Farman. And it's out for a corner ball. Kimmich will swing it into the box. Can it be headed away? It is indeed. Trincao gets on it. And could this be a breakaway for us? He gets past his man, comes in field, switches the play to Mora, and it's intercepted. And that is the end of the highlight. Ideal. Thanks, FM. I love when you show us those and they don't go anywhere. Corner kick from Kimmich, swung in toward the back post, headed away by Stambouli. And can Vinicius Junior get in the end of it? Yes, he can. A ton of pace. He gets past his man. He's driving towards the goal. Can he finish it here? Vinicius Junior. Good save from Manuel Neuer. Good breakaway chance from us, though. This needed Vinicius Junior to actually, put the ball in the goal. That would have been useful. But the ball's thrown in by William to Trincao there, and back to William, who's had some space there. He puts the ball into the middle. Trincao with it. Plays this back to William. Acres of space. Ball swung in. It's headed away by Goretzka. And now Muller will break away. And Lewandowski with it. Out to Gnabry. Lots of defenders back. But Gnabry's still able to run through the middle of them. Plays it to Tolisso and Muller. And back to Tolisso. And now Goretzka has it. And he'll dictate the play. Tried to switch it to Alaba. But Trincao intercepts. And it's cleared away by William. Only as far as Hernandez though. And Tolisso with it now in Gnabry, and Alaba's on the overlap if he wants to find him. Good sliding challenge there from the defender, Lewandowski. Back to Tolisso, Gnabry's through. It's a good save from Farman initially, but the rebound goes straight back to Gnabry basically, and he tucks that in from a very narrow angle, and we're down 1-0 against Bayern Munich here. I see it was a good challenge there from William. Alaba into Lewandowski though. Tolisso, and William doesn't track Gnabry. Good first shot, good save, and then he tucks that in there. Just sneaks it in. And we're down 1-0 early on here against Bayern. It's not a surprise to be losing this game, but hopefully it won't be as bad as the last time. The ball's thrown into Trincao there, but Williams got it back. He finds the byline. Back to Trincao. To Serdar. Into Vinicius Junior, and he tucks it in. Neuer just kind of fell to his knees. And Vinicius Junior managed to just continue that ball on the path it was going, tuck it in at the far post, and he's managed to score a goal. That's an unusual thing for us there with Vinicius Junior. You saw he scored a couple in the last match you saw, but he's not done anything since. And Serdar played it in there. See Vinicius Junior just continued it on its way. And we're back 1-1. It's been a fairly even game so far. Let's see if we can keep it up. William throws it into Trincao, and back to William now. And plays it forward. Vinicius Junior, he's in behind the defence. Can he get his second of the game? Vinicius Junior, great defending challenge there from Hernandez. He recovered so well after Vinicius Junior got past him. And it's still 1-1. Free kick from Trincao here. It swung into the back post. Vinicius Junior, he gets his second of the day. Maybe this is the turning point for us. Vinicius Junior, as that advanced forward, thinking I'll get some more goals. He scored 2 today so far. A lovely ball in. He gets past his man, Vinicius Junior, volleys that in. Neuer can't quite reach it. And somehow, we're up 2-1 up against top of the league Bayern Munich here. And the result I was certainly not expecting. And the time's ticking down towards half-time here. And we have reached half-time. Ahead at the break. What a result this would be if we could keep a hold of it. It looks like Bayern have had more of the shots, as you can see, more chances, more expected goals, more of the ball, but the important thing is we have more of the goals. I'll say I'm pleased. Everyone's morale jumps up there. That's great. I love to see it. And as an early highlight, Nastasic plays it long toward Vinicius Junior, but it's headed back and Elneny gets it, and Mendel. And back to Nastasic here, and we better not lose it in that deep position. Trincao with it. He loses it to Alaba though, and Gnabry comes away with the ball. Will he switch this to the right-hand side, or will he take it himself? He goes on his own, and it's back to Goretzka. Now Tolisso. And Goretzka switches it to Alaba, who plays it into Tolisso. And the ball's back to Tolisso again now after a challenge from William. Tolisso over to Goretzka, and Sani now. And Kimmich, he hits it, and it's in at the bottom corner. The keeper looked as if he could have made it, but he seemed to dive over the ball, and it just kind of trickles in. It wasn't even hit with a huge amount of pace from Kimmich, and it's disappointing to be down, or not even down now, to be back level at 2-2, concede that goal. See, Kimmich hits it, it kind of just trickles, and the keeper should get to that, but he dives over it, and we're back to 2-2 here, and now Bayern might have their tails up and think they can go for a winner. Corner kick by Kimmich into the front post, but is headed away by us, only as far as Alaba though, and he goes down that left-hand side, in toward Muller and Hernandez and Goretzka now. And they recycle the play. Lewandowski out to Alaba. Will he get this ball into the box? He finds Tolisso on the edge. Over to Goretzka. Will he hit this? No, but Muller's got it. Well, he hit it. He finds Kimmich, who tucks it in the bottom corner. He's scored his second goal of the season, and both of them have been today against us. Hugely disappointing. And Kimmich has scored his second, and they're up 3-2, our Bayern now. Just this play on the edge of the box. We could have got rid of it, but Müller got on the end of it. And he's nearly offside, but Mendel just plays him on. And we're unfortunately now down 3-2. Kimmich swings in the corner. It's headed away by El Neni. Only as far as Sané, though. What's Sané going to do with it? He comes across the field, back to Alaba, and back over to Sané now. And they're going to recycle this play after they had the corner. Lewandowski on the ball, and Gnabry. And back to Müller. And over to Tolisso, and it's nice passing football on the edge of the box from Bayern here. Goretzka through to Lewandowski, and it's gathered by Farman. Good chance for them there, but they didn't make any use of it. And now maybe we could have a chance. It's thrown out to William. Back to Stambouli. Can't lose the ball here. Out to Farman. Nastasic has got it if he needs to. Yes, and El Neni. We're passing the ball about. Just don't lose it. Serdar and Stambouli. And can we break away now? Trincao with it. Through to Vinicius Jr. He's in behind the defence. Can he get his third? Yes, he can! His third goal of the game. His 8th of the season. Vinicius Jr. gets us back in this game. It's fully Vinicius Jr. that's even kept us in this game. Never mind getting us back into it. He scored his hat-trick. It's back to 3-0. And what an exciting first hour of this game it's been. He got behind Sula there. Kimmich tried to cover. The shot was hit. Neuer got a hand to it, but it went in the bottom corner. And there's still half an hour to play. But we are drawing 3-3, and there's a throw-in on the left-hand side. Alaba threw it in, and it was headed away. Goretzka's got it now for Bayern in the middle of the park. Sula with it, and Hernandez and Goretzka, and they're passing about in triangles. Sula forward to Goretzka. There's an overlap on the right-hand side if they need it, and they found Sané. Can he put the ball in? It's back to Kimmich. It's into Müller. Can he finish it? What a save from Farman there at the near post. That was an almost certain goal from Thomas Müller, and it was just about plucked away by him, and we're coming away from this corner on the breakaway, but it's a good challenge from Gnabry, and that is the end of the highlight. The left-hand side has not played too well today, so we're going to bring on Kolasinac in the left wing-back position, and the Hog coming on for Lucas Moura as well. We'll confirm those subs. Say there's been a lot of chances coming down the Bayern right, so we'll try and see if we can counter that by bringing on some fresh legs there. Tolisso with the ball on the edge of the box, though, through to Gnabry, and it's a good finish, and they're back up 4-3 here. After Farman made some great saves earlier, he let that one in and just kind of again fell to his knees. Not the best attempt at a save. 2 goals from Gnabry and 2 from Kimmich now for Bayern to put them a goal in front. Oh, he was very nearly offside, but not quite. Let's see if Vinicius Jr. can get himself a 3rd goal, or a 4th goal, I should say. Oh, he's just getting played onside by the defender there. And it does mean that it's back 4-3, we're down. Trincao with the corner, though, swinging to the front post. It is headed away, and William will get onto the end of it. Will he go down the left-hand side? He will. He swings the ball over to Stambouli. Finds Trincao. Can he finish? He can, and it's 4-4 now. Trincao with his 2nd goal of the season. Remember, he scored a goal upon his return in the last episode, up against Freiburg in the Cup. And now he's got his 2nd one here, and what could be a very, very important goal if we're to try and get a point in this game. William switches it to Stambouli, who's retreating from the corner, finds Trincao. There's no one over on that side to mark him, and he slots that across the goalkeeper. And there's 15 minutes to go, and it's 4-4 now. And this is being very, very exciting indeed. We're going to have to make some change in the middle of the park. Both Serdar and El Neni are kind of dead on their feet. We'll bring on Krunic in the box-to-box role, and Mascarell, the club captain, can come on in the ball-winning role. And there's 10 minutes to go. And Gnabry's got it until Lisson goes to Davies, who's come on for Alaba on the left-hand side now. Gnabry with the ball again, back to Alphonso Davies. He goes down the line, back into Gnabry, Tolisso, and Krunic clears it away. And Boateng to Kimmich and Goretzka, and there's another chance here for Bayern. Kimmich and Goretzka playing with the ball on this right-hand side into Müller, and Sané hits it, it's just wide of the goal. And we're just about holding on to a draw at the moment. Thrown in by William deep in their own half, and then he launches it long, but it's headed away, and Vinicius Jr.'s got it now. Mascarell, he's got space on the left if he wants to use him. Vinicius Jr. runs to the middle. Can he get his 4th? Yes, he can! It's in off the bottom of the post. He scored 4 today, Vinicius Jr. in that advanced forward role. A tactical masterclass. I've changed it from a pressing forward to an advanced forward for this game, and Vinicius Jr. has taken to that role like a duck to water. He got the ball here, and he just drove right through the middle of the defence, the heart of the Bayern Munich central back partnership. And we're up 5-4-0. 4 goals for Vinicius Jr. in this game. And let's see if we can hang on with 5 minutes to go. Goretzka plays the ball to Müller now, and Bayern are going to have a chance here. I can just feel it. Good challenge from Mascarell, but it only goes as far as Sané. He hits it, and it's held on to by Farman. And let's keep this calm. There's 5 minutes to go. We'll take off Trincao for Sarr. Slightly defensive change. The Bayern right wing back coming on to play right midfield for us. And the ball's thrown into Gnabry. Stambouli challenges. The ball's cleared away, and Hogg flicks the ball on toward Vinicius Jr., but Boateng has it, and Hernandez into Goretzka. Back to Boateng now. The ball's cleared forward. Goretzka with it now. There's 1.5 minutes left. Gnabry hits it from a long way out and it's wide of the goal. And let's see if we can hold on for this last minute of the game for a famous victory here against top of the league Bayern Munich. And indeed we can. A 5-4 victory. I've very infrequently seen a 10 rating for a player, but Vinicius Jr. got it today with his 4 goals. What a game from him, and Trincao played particularly well as well. And we've won 5-4 against Bayern Munich. You could probably say we didn't deserve it, looking at how well Bayern played there, but we were clinical with our chances, and we've won that game 5-4. 4 goals for Vinicius Jr. What a game that was. 9 goals in it. And we still have 1 more to play against Werder, but what a win. That could be season defining if we can take this and start bringing some momentum with it. We could go for some Champions League places. Maybe I'm thinking too far above. We're happy in Europa League, but let's try and get those Champions League places. That would be outstanding. Oh, 4 goals for Vinicius Jr. That's basically the same as he's had all season up to now. So let's see if him playing in that advanced forward role, he's made it his own after this game. Let's see if in the next few games he can do that same thing. That would be very, very useful. Oh, that was absolutely outstanding, and that victory there takes us above Frankfurt. They still do have a game in hand, though. We're just 1 point behind Stuttgart, who are currently in 4th. So even if Frankfurt win their game, we'll just be 2 points off the Champions League places, and it keeps the title race fairly close as well, because now if Gladbach win their game, they actually go top of the table, and we'd only be 12 points behind them. We're on 11 points behind Bayern at the moment. It's very, very close. The whole league table's fairly kind of tight together. And we're just getting ourselves toward the front of this mid-table pack. You can see all the way down to 15th, still within a shout of getting European football. So as long as we keep ourselves at the head of that pack, I'll be very, very happy. Still teams like Leipzig and Dortmund who aren't even up here with us yet. You imagine they will push on in the second half of the season. But I tell you, what a game that was, and what a result. I hope you have taken a deep breath, got yourself ready. You've enjoyed that game. We've got another one against Werder, and we'll see if we can get another win in that one. Form's turned around, hopefully. Right, here we are. We are back. I've just about recovered from all the excitement from that Bayern Munich game. And we're ready for this game up against Werder Bremen. This is not going to be just the end of the episode. There's a few days left for the end of the transfer window. There may or may not be some ingoings and outgoings that might be happening. I can't promise anything, so we'll be here until transfer deadline day just in case. But this will be the last game of the episode, and the team is going to be very familiar, except we do currently have an injury to Lucas Moura, who has got himself a cold. So that means that the team looks like this. Farman in goal. Amarte will play at centre-back instead of Javi Martinez, because Javi Martinez has not been very good. Stambouli and Nastasic other side of him. William and Mendel at wing-back. Elneny alongside Serdar in midfield. Trincao on the right. Hogg comes in on the left. And Vinicius Jr. continues up front. He's now got 9 goals. 4 of them were in the last game. So let's see if he can continue that form he's on. You can see he has had 1 good game, 3 really rubbish games, and then 1 amazing game. So keep doing the amazing games. Don't have the rubbish ones, please. Let's get into this. So here we are, we're in our blue and Werder are in their green. Let's get on with this game and see how we do. We're playing with an orange ball today, and William swings it in and it's collected by Pavlenka in the goal for Werder Bremen. And he plays the ball long and it's flicked on, and hopefully Stambouli can gather that himself. He does indeed, and let's see how we recycle this play. William with it. Plays it forward to Trincao. Plays it forward to William, who's on the overlap. They're just playing with the ball by themselves there on the right-hand side. William with it, back into Serdar. William's in acres of space. Can he put the ball in the middle? He does, to the back, and oh, Hogg. He had the whole goal open there from about 3 yards out, and he managed to head it over the bar. And it's still 0-0 early on here, but Elneny gave the ball away, and Rashica is through now, and he's going up against Amarte. Can he challenge? A good challenge from Amarte. At least it looked like a good challenge, but it appears they're going to look at VAR to see if it's a penalty. And he walks away from his little screen, and has he given a penalty? No, he hasn't. So it was a good challenge. I was right in the first place. Well, it's been a very boring first half. Nothing's happened since that non-penalty decision there, and we've reached half-time and we've not been playing well. And you know what? I'm going to say I'm not happy with performance. Everyone seems motivated. Let's see if we can do something better in this second half. After that really exciting first game, it'd be horrible to go out in a downer in this episode, wouldn't it? Or this game, I should say, after the great start we had in the first one. Trincao's got the ball on the right-hand side here. Puts the ball into the middle. Vinicius Jr. is cleared away by the defence, and Mbom with it. Plays it to Rashica. And that's the end of the highlight. Again, not a lot is happening. Let's see if we can do something here in this second half. If nothing happens in the next 10 minutes, I might make some tactical changes, see if we can get ourselves a win. Right, so we're going to go a little bit more attacking. They've taken away a centre-back and a Marty and brought on Fernandes to act as an attacking midfielder. Kolasinac will replace Mendel on the left-hand side because he was on a yellow, and Elneny was on a yellow as well, so Mascarell comes on for him in midfield. 20 minutes ago, we've changed the formation. We're going to demand some more, and we'll see how we get on here for the rest of this second half. It's been a very, very boring game, I must say. Serdar a bit dead on his feet alongside some other people. We'll take off Hogg and bring on Krunic for him, and we'll bring on Javi Martinez for Serdar and move Mascarell into a more advanced position in that midfield. This is going to be one of those highlights that is only a highlight because I forgot to pause the game, so it actually isn't going to be a highlight. And what a disappointing way to end the two games in this episode. A fantastic game you got to watch early on, and this one was boring, and it was a 0-0 draw away to Werder Bremen. I'll tell them I'm not happy. They seem motivated with it. Vinicius Jr. did it against Bayern Munich, but did not do it against Werder Bremen. Did not play well in that game at all. Fairly poor from us. Disappointing. I'm glad this isn't exactly how we're going to end the episode. There's a possibility of some transfer stuff happening, so I'll keep you updated with anything that does happen in the transfer market, and we'll see you for that if it happens. Right, so here we are. We've got 2 outs that have happened so far. We're on transfer deadline day at the moment. Shkodran Mustafi has moved to Eintracht Frankfurt for £2 million. It now says he's worth 8, which is always ideal, but we weren't really playing with him. He didn't play very well when he did play for us. So you know what? Get rid of him. Why not? We've brought £2 million and we've also freed up about 30 grand, 40 grand in the wage budget as well, which is always a good thing. And another man we sold. I'm a little bit disappointed about this one, I suppose, but Amin Harit here, the Moroccan, he played 8 times for us. Most of them were for the bench. 6.76 wasn't that great. We sold him to Leipzig for 6.75 million. He's now worth 18 million pounds. He's a squad player. He was never really that good. Only a 3-star player. Happy to let him go. It's also brought in, as I say, nearly 7 million pounds, and it's freed up some wage budget as well. So hopefully, I'm looking at a few options for coming in. So hopefully we can bring some more people in to replace that in the attacking portion of the field. Well, as I said, 2 players went out, and it's really given us some space to bring 2 players in. The first one being Nicolas Pepe, in on loan, no surprise there, from Arsenal. They signed him for £72 million 18 months ago, and we've now signed him in on loan. And there is an optional future fee for 16 million, which if we were playing the game, more than one season, I'm sure we'd probably make use of. But he's joined us, I say, in on loan for the rest of the season. Some very nice skills. Can play on either wing. Also can, I suppose, play up front if we really need him to. But it's more depth in that wide midfielder position. I say we lost Harit and Pepe's come in. We made £7 million from Harit, and Pepe's not costing us anything. Just his wages, which we're paying about £45,000 worth of them. So it's not too much. And yeah, I'm very happy to have Nicolas Pepe in the team. He's got some nice physical stats, some good flair, good off the ball, good dribbling, very technical player out in that right-hand side probably for us. Playing as that inside forward, him and Trincao possibly rotating places out there. Good to have a little bit more depth in that position. I think Nicolas Pepe could be a very interesting signing for the rest of the season. And our final signing of this window is Martin Brathwaite. I know what you're thinking, he's not really that great. It says here we've paid £7 million for him, but actually we've paid £2 million. The rest is all instalments in future years, which if you're doing the 1 season challenge, you don't have to worry about, because I'm not going to be here in future years for them to have to be spent on them. So basically it's cost me £2 million to bring him in. We are paying £71,000 a week on wages. Never mind that. He was obviously a Barcelona player. People in Britain might know him from his time at Middlesbrough before he went away. He's always been a weird player for Barca. I'm not quite understood why he's there. He's played 9 games in the game for them this season, all off the bench. Surplus to requirements. We've brought him in. He's a nice, well-rounded player. Can play up front if we need him, which we might do, because if Vinicius Jr. doesn't score goals, we might shove him back out on the left-hand side again and put Brathwaite up front. But he can also play on both wings as well, and also play attacking mid if need be. Again, very versatile player. Gives us a bit more rotation in that attacking section of the field. I feel as if we were kind of stuck with just 3 or 4, and if they're not doing well, like for example Lucas Moura, since we brought him in, then we can't really rely on them. So that's why we've brought in those 2 attacking players in those positions to finish off today's episode. What I'll do is I'll play through a few games, probably most of February, to be honest. I was thinking of showing you the next round of the Cup, but it's the next game, and I'll show you the fourth round, if we get to the fourth round, wherever that may appear. And if we don't get through, then it's going to be Mainz and Wolfsburg. We played against Dortmund and Stuttgart the last time round, so I don't want to show you the same games again. We've already shown you Bayern, which I'm glad we did. We showed you Bayern for the second time, and it was worth showing. So we'll show teams you haven't seen us play against, and that's Mainz and Wolfsburg at the start of March, unless, I say, we get through to the fourth round of the Cup, in which case I will show you that. If you have enjoyed this episode, it's been a bit of a long one, I think. 9 goals in that game versus Bayern Munich. A disappointing 0-0 draw against Werder, and some very interesting ins and outs, if you don't mind me saying so myself. I think they were very interesting indeed. Then please do leave a like on this video if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You'll get more of this one season challenge and all the other stuff that's on the channel before as well. The one season challenge with Juventus, the one season challenge with Sheffield United, the big series, the Kelly Boys, all the other stuff that's coming up soon as well. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of it. And until the next one, we'll see you then.